Wake up every morning and make my empty bed. Feathers in my pillow feel like bullets in my head. I start to remember all the wicked words I said. I wonder why I'm lying here alone. I put some water in the kettle. I try to find a phone to call someone who listens. There's no one that I know. I wonder who was out last night and who paid to see a show, and where else I'm not allowed to go. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, somebody put me under some kind of curse. I feel like I drank a whole barrel of wine. Man, I feel like this most of the time, but other than that, I'm doing fine. Well, the hair of the dog, no, it hasn't bit me yet, and I can't remember what I was trying to forget. But on women, wine, and whiskey, Lord, I'm laying down my bets. My blood flows slowly from a stone. But just when I thought I couldn't get any worse, somebody put me under some kind of curse. I feel like I drank a whole barrel of wine. Man, I feel like this most of the time, but other than that, I'm doing fine. Somebody put me under, somebody put me down. My head is pounding thunder, my heart can't take it, my heart can't take it, no. I wake up every morning, I make my empty bed. Feathers in my pillow weigh like bricks on my head. Just when I thought I couldn't get any worse, somebody put me under some kind of curse. I feel like I drank a whole barrel of wine. But man, I feel like this most of the time, but other than that, I'm doing fine. I feel like I drank a whole barrel of wine. But man, I feel like this most of the time, but other than that, I'm doing fine.
Hello, Facebook peeps. It is 9 o'clock. It is Wednesday. It is Chit Chat Shop, and we have a returning guest who we are very excited about having here. He's finding the kitchen a little hot tonight.
Oh, it's so hot.
If you come in the middle of the day and you saw the poor staff that was here, it's not that hot. But
No,
I know it's hot. You're used to air conditioned, right?
I am.
Yeah. So we're super excited. We have the most talented, the most awesome, the Paul Lamb. And you came here. You were here with Jester.
Yeah.
Like what? Like a couple months ago?
A couple months ago, yeah.
And you've been busy ever since.
Yeah, busy. I'm always
Busy?
busy.
I know you were rolling off sort of your itinerary
know.
for the next
I
little
know.
bit. It's
a lot.
kind of busy.
I know. It's
But
what I
you're
do.
good. It's
what
what
I
you
do.
do. It's
Yeah.
what you do.
I have to.
I know, you got to make a living, right?
Gotta make a
That's
living.
the way it works.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we had such a fun time. We decided to have Paul back, and we're gonna make some cool stuff, some cool food, because you, again, I've learned so many things about you
Okay.
since the last episode, and
All right.
and even on the last episode. You love to entertain. You love to cook. You love to have people over.
Sometimes.
And sometimes you just want them to go away. So we had you back, and we're going to do some tapas.
Excellent.
Because that's what is really cool to have when you have
Yeah.
people over and that kind of thing. And we had somebody cool last week. And I have to say, this is the first on Chit Chat Chop. I will
Yeah.
say this because you're going to do this next week. I'm going to get a little card from
I-
Paul Lamb with
Yeah.
your face right on it,
Well,
right?
Definitely. I'm gonna get them printed.
Yeah,
Please.
printed right there. And signature notes to Patty and Adam.
Yeah.
So we had Andy Fillmore on last week. Woo! And I arrived today, and this little card came, which was awesome. And he thanked us for an amazing show and loved the Fillmore Crunch, and was a totally unique experience that he won't forget. So
Nice.
it was really nice. I thought,
Yeah, super nice.
classic.
Yeah.
And one thing he talked about when he was on the show is that he's like he does a mean ass karaoke, right? Is that what he
Ah.
did?
Okay.
And he does Allison is his
Allison.
signature song. And
Elvis Costello.
yes, I hear that you also know how to play that.
I played it a couple times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like 6,325 days back.
So you're super excited if we ask you to play it again.
Hey, 6,326. I'm good.
You're
I'm
good. You're
with
good. Okay. So we're gonna open with a beautiful song,
it. Oh, okay.
and we'll have you over.
I will grab my guitar.
Does that work? Did I do that right? There was a schedule and I might have just messed it up, but that is okay because everybody is prepared for that. Patty messing it up. So Paul's gonna come. I'll move out of the way. Just don't hit the deep fat fryers. Oh, I need my wine if I'm gonna get.
Yes, you need
Yeah,
your wine.
come on over with a fruit fly in it.
So you want me to play it? So this one's going to Andy.
Andy Fillmore,
Andy
this is for
Fillmore.
you.
If you were here now, I'd get you to sing it, and I would just play the guitar. And you could sing it, and maybe we'll do that someday.
Maybe someday.
There
Yeah.
we go. Well, it's so funny to be seeing you after so long ago. With the way you looked, I understand that you were not impressed. But I heard you let that little friend of mine take off your potted dress. I'm not gonna get too sentimental like the father sticky Valentine. Well, I don't know if you're loving somebody. I only know it isn't mine. Allison, I know this world is killing you. Oh, Allison, my aim is true. Well, I see you got a husband now. And you do your pretty fingers lying in the wedding cake. You used to hold it right in your hand. I bet it took all that he could take. Sometimes I wish that I could stop you from talking when I hear the silly thing that you say. I think somebody better put out the daylight, 'cause I can't stand to see you this way. Allison, I know this world is killing you. Oh, Allison, my aim is true. My aim is true. My aim is true. My aim is true. My aim is true.
Woo woo! That's awesome.
I love that song.
It's like you played that before.
I love
Holy
that song.
Camoli.
One of my favorites.
Is it?
Yeah, I love it.
All right. It was awesome.
I'm gonna put my guitar back.
Put it down because I got an apron for you because we're gonna do some cooking.
All right.
Cooking with Paul. I'm excited.
Sounds good.
That's awesome. He's just like, yeah.
We got Mia here. We got
Hey, Miss
Justin
Mia.
We got Noah here. Chris Potty from
Hi, Noah.
Country Radio is here.
Oh, hello, hello, hello.
Howdy.
All the important peeps in the house. All the important peeps in the house tonight. All right, so
Okay.
you said earlier
Yeah.
that you like to put a lot of things in the deep fat fryer.
If I had a fryer, I won't get one. I'll be fine. I've been talking
I'll
about
give you
getting one
one.
for
I got a lot of them
a
if
couple
you
of
want
years,
one.
but I'm so afraid because I think I would deep fry everything. Because I want to deep fry everything. Everything tastes better in the
It
fryer.
does kind of taste better.
It does.
As long as the oil's good, you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of thought, okay, tapas, a couple of
Okay.
shareable things. So we're going to do two. We're doing 2 dishes.
Okay.
So I got you set up over here, and
All right.
I'm over here. So we're going to make, over here on your side, we're going to make a potato croquette
Potato
with
croquettes.
fresh mozzarella
Nice.
and parmesan and fresh herbs, and we're going to double bread it. The
Double
king.
bread. The messy king.
The messy king, the double breading.
Yeah.
And I asked Paul earlier about if he knew what a breading process was. Nailed it.
Yeah. Although I've never double breaded. I've never double
Okay,
breaded.
well, there's always a first on Chit Chat
Yeah,
Chop.
yeah.
Always a first.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna chop these up into little pieces,
Okay.
the mozzarella balls, and you're gonna add the mozza, the cheese into your potato mixture. That's just cooked potato.
Okay.
And you're gonna
Cooked
add,
potato, as you can see right here.
cooked potato.
Potato.
Yeah. And then the herbs. So
Not the cauliflower imitation potato.
imitation?
That's something you
No,
see
or like
sometimes.
the cauliflower rice, which everybody says, oh, you should eat that. It tastes like rice. It tastes nothing.
It tastes
like
nothing
rice.
like rice.
Absolutely nothing.
No.
You should come up with another name for it because it tastes nothing like rice. So you start that mixture, and I'll
Okay.
start my mixture over here, and then we will converge on the breading process.
Okay.
What do you need?
Do I have a knife?
Would you like a knife?
I would love
Oh,
a knife.
look, magically, here's a knife.
A knife just
A knife appears from the bin under the
Okay.
counter.
So I'm going to chop these up into small pieces
Yeah,
here.
so I sort of did some over here because I've got them in this
Okay.
one too, because this is cheesy
Oh, nice, okay.
fried goodness we're doing tonight. Cheesy fried goodness.
Okay. Sounds good to
And
me.
these are some fresh mozzarella. So I'm going to do the same thing over here with my knife.
Okay.
And I'm going to make, on this side, we're going to make some pea and fresh mozzarella and parmesan little wonton crispy things that are fried with ooey gooey cheese filling.
Nice.
Yes. So
Sounds delicious.
it does sound pretty delicious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You could also, if you wanted to, you could also do ricotta.
Ah,
Okay, so instead of the fresh mozzarella, but we happen to have fresh mozzarella in the walk-in, and so that's what
ricotta's
we're
a
using.
little softer,
A little
a
softer.
little creamier.
It is.
I know this sounds funny, but yesterday I was at a friend's house. Before
Yeah.
I left, I flicked on this cooking show. And
Okay.
and the Martha Stewart was on.
Oh,
And she
Miss
was
Martha.
She was making her own ricotta cheese from scratch.
Oh, of course she was.
So I
Because we
watched-
all have time to do that in
That's
our
right.
life. Yep.
So I watched a slice of that with a
Yeah.
rhubarb compote that she put on top of it.
Oh, I'm sure it was just delicious and probably took her 15 hours to make. She's always making stuff like homemade yogurt. Oh, you have a question?
Kim McBurney.
Oh,
I think
Kim.
I think this is a call out.
Uh-huh.
This is keto. This is keto.
It's
just
not keto.
It's not keto.
For
Stop
God's
saying
sake,
those
stop it.
words. All right?
We were
This-
talking about that earlier.
Right, this is a cooking show.
Yes, it's a cooking
Come on.
show. And yes, we have done some keto in the past, but no, it is not keto. Although we were talking about, you
Yeah.
could, this recipe, if you, instead of the breadcrumbs and the flour, you could use almond flour in the breading process, and you could buzz up some pork rinds. Like, who doesn't like buzzed up pork rinds?
Yeah.
Buzz those up and use them instead of breadcrumbs, and it would totally be keto. Oh no, the potato would not be keto. I lied.
Potato
Forget that. Forget that idea.
So potato
That's
turns to
bull-
cauliflower.
Yeah,
And,
you can substitute
You know
cauliflower.
what? Just stop. Just give it up.
Oh no, it's badness.
Right.
It's badness.
We have Paula McSweeney. We know Paula very well from the lower deck.
Yes.
Louisa Garrett's here.
Oh, Louisa from
Carolyn
Dallas.
Knockdown.
No, she's Dallas, yeah.
Yep. James Bishop's here as well. I'll say
Hey,
hello.
hello,
James.
James.
You know that James and I
Jimmy.
used to work together?
Did you really?
Yes, we did.
James is my brother-in-law.
Yeah, and he's
I
very
call him
talented as well.
My brother-in-love.
Play some brother-in-law. That's a great
Brother-in-law.
term.
I think he coined that term, but I use it as well. It's sweet.
All right, so on my end, I'm going to take some peas. So I have
Yeah.
some peas here. I'm going to put some in the bowl. And I'm going to put my parmesan. And I'm going to put my fresh mozzarella or bocconcini, whatever you'd like to use. And then I'm going to put in some fresh herbs.
Okay.
That's my mixture. And then 1 egg.
That
And
sounds
that's it.
pretty easy.
That's pretty easy. So you've got yours all chopped up.
Yep.
So let's add yours to the potatoes with the parmesan.
Okay.
Then your herbs as well. And I'm going to do a really good dose of pepper and salt. So you could do this with anything. Like these are just some, so again, you could use ricotta there. You could do like a, I know you're from Newfoundland.
Yep.
You could do like a salt cod,
Ah.
right? Croquette of some sort. And then you could
Nice.
like twist it up with something really cool like sriracha.
In.
Yeah, in and throw it in. Throw it all the way in.
Parmesan cheese. In.
In.
Oh, that
it's like,
sounds
it's
really
like you've
good.
watched
Salt
a cooking
cod.
show before or something. It's like you know what you're doing.
You're saying salt cod, and what was the last thing you just
Sriracha.
said? Sriracha, nice.
And then you could even jazz it up even further and do like a little sriracha aioli in it with like a mayo. That's
delish.
keto with sriracha.
It
in
is.
Yeah.
It's a love fest going on.
It's a
love
love
mayo.
fest over here.
Okay, Connie Drover watching from Newfoundland.
Oh, hello, Miss Connie.
James-
That's
James-
all, I call her mom. That's my dad's woman.
Oh,
My
your
dad's
dad's
girlfriend.
woman. I love it.
My dad's,
My dad's
girlfriend
woman.
is his woman. Me, Tarzan, you,
Oh,
Jane.
you're hilarious.
And of course, we have Dawn Marie here, and we've actually put a limit on what she can say, because she can get a little bit offensive.
Hi, Dawn Marie, or DM.
So I'm going to add a little bit of lemon just to give it a little pop into my mixture as well. And if you need to, oh no, you haven't touched yours. You were doing it with a spoon. I was doing it with my hands.
Ah.
That's all right. Okay, so you're good. So
Yeah.
you just put salt and pepper. Good dose of salt and pepper.
I'd say.
And then what I want you to do is make them into little balls.
Make them into little balls, okay?
Like smaller than a golf ball,
Okay.
but not too much smaller.
Okay.
Is that a
Sounds
good size? Does that work for you?
That works.
Okay, we're good.
Give it a
We're
whirl.
good.
We did have a serious question from
I
Michael
don't know if
Wilson.
we
He
like
said-
serious questions.
This is serious. It's quick. It's a quick answer though. What were the fresh herbs? We said fresh herbs.
Oh, so our standard fresh herb mix here at Kitchen Door is parsley, thyme, rosemary, and oregano. So
Oh.
we chop those.
Almost like the song.
Almost. Rosemary and thyme. We would chop those in liter tubs, and we would have them always available, so that if you need fresh herbs for a dish, you can go in and just grab a tablespoon or two, and you're not having to chop it every recipe. Yeah,
Now,
that's a good. I can handle that. It's not that serious a question.
here's something I wanted to ask you. When you make,
Okay,
when you make,
croquettes are round.
yeah, I know. So here, this is an issue that I have. When I make meatballs and stuff at home, I start off with a good size, and they get bigger and bigger as they go.
Because you know why? You're like, oh my god, I got all that mix left, and I got to make them, and I don't want to make like a million of them.
No, so I'm trying to do it round, but this one's okay. Get
So
out
the
of
other
there,
thing you
James.
could do, look, this is my favorite shape too, right? It's nice and flat. So
Yes.
So look, if you just pack it around
Yeah, and then
between two fingers and then push down, you kind of create like a
this,
puck.
like this.
Yeah, but give it some height, so then it sits up on the plate and it looks lovely.
Ooh, it's almost
Right?
like a scallop.
Yeah,
size, isn't it?
exactly the shape of a scallop. That's perfect. Well done there,
It's like an
sous chef Paul.
Well, don't
Well
say
done.
well done yet. I'm only 5 in, and it seems like this is going to be like a midnight
Well, you don't have to make
picture.
the whole thing.
All right, perfect.
If you want to make them bigger,
We'll
go
be here
ahead.
till 12.
12. No, I'm going home before 12. So, you've got all sorts of busyness happening, obviously.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you're off to Ottawa, then next
And
week you're in Newfoundland.
I'm in Newfoundland next week.
Woot woot! I love it.
I know, I love it too. You know, I
Yes.
don't get to play there very often. And I'm playing with some of my best friends.
And who are you playing with?
Well, I'm doing a show with Corey Tefford, and Barry Canning, and Chris LeDrew. And we're all singer-songwriters from Newfoundland.
Okay.
Have known each other for a long, long time. Been friends for a long time, and we've yet to do this. We did it at the Carlton in Halifax last year, and we really enjoyed it. So this year we said, why not bring it to Newfoundland?
Of course.
So we sold it the first couple of shows, added more shows, and we're going to St. John's next Tuesday. I'm trying the 21st of August.
Yeah, I think
maybe?
that's next Tuesday.
And then Gander, and then Grand Falls the next day, then Gander the next night on Thursday, and then back to St. John's again on Friday and Saturday.
So, are you sold out, or are there
24th.
still some tickets available to some of the shows?
I think there's some tickets available possibly for Gander
Okay.
on the 23rd, I do believe. Yes,
Okay.
the 23rd. I'm unsure about the St. John shows right now.
Okay.
I think they're sold out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds
It
awesome.
should
Which
be
is
sold
good.
out because that talent is.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sorry to just interrupt.
You keep
Any
interrupting our cooking show. This is the
No,
Paul and
this
Patty
is
show,
great.
Adam.
This is the questions.
For God's
It's crazy. We have more actual questions.
I love questions. Keep them
Okay,
coming.
let's
I'm
go through it
joking.
here. So, what's the name? What are we making? What's it called again?
Well, this is called Patty Tapas because Patty kind of just made these up.
And the word tapas.
Yes, small bites,
Yep.
Spanish, and typically, my goal in tapas is really every bite should be like a burst of flavor. So usually they're very big, bold flavors like bacon wrapped dates, and they put some sort of chili on it,
Right.
or if you get tuna or seared tuna or tuna ceviche or tuna salad. I remember when I lived in Chicago, there was this amazing Spanish tapa place, and it was like like a diner kind of place.
Yeah.
But they would just throw out this platter of tuna salad, and I mean, what? There's nothing sexy about tuna salad, but
Right.
holy cow, this tuna salad was amazing.
Yeah.
And it's because it was bold, it had capers in it, it was bright, it had a lot of lemon in it, it was awesome. So that's when I think of Spanish tapas, I think of small, shareable bites that have big flavor.
So everything that's in it, you need to pack a big punch all in
A
one.
big punch all the time. So whether it's the sauce or totally.
Excellent.
What's binding the potato together?
My hands right now, pretty much.
Potato and cheese. So by the time it's in there and breaded, it's going to have the cheese in it, which is going to sort of glue it together.
So you don't. What would happen if you put an egg in this?
You could put an egg in that.
Could you?
You could. Yeah. You want to do that? You could do half with egg and half without.
Interesting.
But the potato is pretty. It's pretty wet. Like you're not
Yeah.
having any trouble keeping
No.
it together, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You could totally do that.
If you're talking about the potato, I'm kind of losing it myself. but,
Oh, well. All right,
Okay,
so
then.
I have taken these wrappers and I have I put a little dollop of filling in each. So, again, the filling was peas, fresh mozzarella, parmesan, salt, pepper, and I did put an egg in there, which is going to help me bind because I don't have the wetness of the potato. And then I'm pressing down around. So I put water around the outside. And it's you're right, it is hot in here.
Oh, it is.
The water is evaporating off of the wonton wrappers.
Uh-huh.
But no, we're good. We just need a little more water. And we're basically eating like a ravioli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, here's how hot it is in here. The oil is at 375, and it's not even turned on. Okay? That's how hot it is in here.
This is how we rock at Kitchen Door. We make sure that everybody feels very comfortable in the heat. I always say, like, the staff in the day, they're always, these are really, they are really evaporating right off of the wonton wrapper. These are going to be really pretty, really pretty. All right, so tell me about your touring, obviously, but you have a new album.
Yes, hopefully as soon as I can get it out, really, you know.
Because when you're not doing all the other stuff you're
Yeah,
doing.
well, you know, I'm doing it with some of it with Corey Tedford and his place, and we're just all also busy. It's just really hard to find a time where we're all off at the same time where we can do it. So I'm trying to get it done. I really hope to have something up for August, but I think it's going to be later. And now,
Okay.
you know, but the songs are written. Some of the bed tracks are recorded, and what I wanted to do was, and I'm going to do it, is release one song per month for the first.
I think that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
I
for
do.
the first
yeah.
3 months, and then release the album. But I still really only want to push one song at a time. I just feel that I just think it's easier. I'm not sure people sit down and listen to whole albums much anymore.
Yeah.
In general, some people do, and I just feel, you know, if you had an album and you listen to it, you picked one song that you like, maybe two. But if I only give you one song to listen to, and you listen to it a few times, I think you like it, you love it, and
Stealing
then
an egg from you.
a month later, give you another song to listen to.
Okay.
And the same thing, and a month
So
later.
you've
give you
never
another
done this before. This is totally new. Releasing.
Totally new.
Okay.
And it's not like people haven't done it. I think John Mayer did something similar where you released a song.
John Mayer, who's he? For
Mayer
God's
Schmear.
sake.
I know.
Schmear. Come on.
I love John Mayer, just for the
I
record.
do too.
Yeah, he's
I know,
one of my
I'm not-
faves. One of my faves.
So, do you sit down to write a song, or do they just come to you just an idea, or do you see something, you sing it in your phone, like
Sometimes ideas come to me. I'm driving, especially nighttime. Get in bed at night.
You get in bed at night?
Mostly, sometimes I hang upside down in my closet, but you know, keep the garlic away. But no, but typically I come up with melodies. But you know what? Writing is a process where really, if you don't force yourself to at least sit down with your guitar regularly and
Yeah.
try to do it, you just won't, because there's other things that take up your time. And
Life.
it shouldn't be that, but it is that realistically with kids and everything else, and as much as I'm working and playing gigs all the time. So I sit down with my guitar, make a point of doing that, and hopefully something comes of it. And usually it does, because I sit down with the guitar, start fiddling around. Next thing you know, a melody pops out, a few words here and there. What's it about? I get a vibe or a feeling, and then I go from there. Usually the chorus is the first thing that I write.
So, like, what's the shortest amount of time you've written a song in?
15, 20 minutes.
And what's the longest that's ever taken you?
I've got songs that I came up with the ideas. I'm going to say when I was in the band Signal Hill in 1992, and I still play the chorus. Go, that's a deadly chorus, but I just haven't finished it.
You haven't finished it.
It is
Okay,
just the way
that's
it is.
awesome.
Just the way it is.
It's just the way it happens.
Yeah.
What's your biggest song of all time that you've written? Like biggest thing that people.
Probably Live. I Just Want to Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first single that we had with the band Crush, and it was the first song I ever had on the radio. And yeah, I think that was probably the
That's your
biggest
biggest?
song. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. So how you make? Oh, look at you! Perfect little pucks.
Not bad. Not
All right,
bad.
I think that- I think we're
that's
good.
much different than that one.
It is. Yeah, I would say your consistency is like a 7.5.
Yeah, I know.
But
Yeah.
you're good. Like these ones,
They've
these
gotten bigger.
last 8 are looking for 7. So you want to run off and wash
will.
your hands,
Okay.
and then we will do the breading process. And I got to be frank.
We got Lisa
Good
Richard
question.
here. She wants to know-
Lisa, she was right here singing, grooving, singing, just rocking it out. What does Lisa want to know?
She wants to know what like again.
We're doing
Ryan,
tapas with Paul and Patty. It's just very exciting. We are doing a croquette over here, a potato croquette that has fresh mozzarella and parmesan, and we're gonna do a double breading on it. And then I'm doing basically a failed dish, right? Because if you haven't watched me, so you want to
let's
hear what happened?
What happened?
Okay, so our signature dish here at Kitchen Door
Yep.
in the shop, which
Yep.
there's not on the shelves, are crispy wonton chips. So
Yep.
I was home today and I said, oh, I'm going to make this with Paul, no problem. I came in at 7 o'clock and got everything prepped, and I called our chef because I was like, I can't find the wonton wrappers. Where are all the wonton wrappers? And he said, oh, we used all the wonton wrappers.
All the ones.
Like every day of for like years, we have had wonton wrappers in that
There's
back
millions
freezer.
of them in
Millions.
there,
So there wasn't any, and I was like, oh, I don't want to run to the store. So we had spring roll wrappers. So Patty said, oh no, we can substitute. That's what she did. They do not work the same way as wonton
They don't work
wrappers.
the same, no.
So we're gonna fry them up. They're not gonna be as pretty, but we're gonna
Okay.
fry them up. All right,
All right.
so we're gonna bread. Are we
Okay.
ready to bread?
Are we ready to bread?
Look, he's tapping it with
I'm
the
gonna
knife.
tap a couple down, like
All right,
too OCD to let it go.
2 OCT.
Okay.
All right, so breading is egg,
Egg.
flour, breading. So we're using panko.
Ah.
So the key to breading is you have to season every step. So salt in the flour and pepper. We're gonna mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Okay, and then we're gonna crack the 2 eggs, if you don't mind. And the key to a pumped up flavor in this is gonna be the Dijon. So it's the Dijon mustard. We're gonna add that to the, throw her in. So we're gonna add that in, and we got you a little whisk here. We're all set to go. Yep.
Sweet.
All right. Shoot. Shoot. Look at this. Patty and Paul together.
John and
Making
egg.
some magic mustard eggs. It's lovely.
Debbie Adams again was just asking what tapas are. Just they're small bites, basically.
Small, really, small, very flavorful bites. You want a lot of. There's some great local restaurants that do great tapas. You been to Highwayman?
I have not been there yet, I'm sorry. But I know a
Oh.
lot of my friends have been there.
Anyway, they do amazing little bites. I would say I don't go out that much because I have young kids, but they do great tapas.
Excellent. I heard there's a place on the waterfront too, Oak, Little Oak.
Oh, the Little Oak right beside.
Do they do tapas as well?
They do. I haven't been there though.
I haven't
That's
been.
way downtown. Like that's way in the bowels. I'm from Bedford. That's where I live.
Now, a week ago, you could line up all their wonton wrappers right from here
Yeah.
to there, no problem.
But not today. No, today we're using these dysfunctional things that are not working properly. All right, so we're gonna go flour. Okay, just flour. And then we're gonna go egg. So dry hand, wet hand, dry, wet, dry. We throw it in, and we go. And I usually just poke it up, and then we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to egg,
It's the double.
the double, because we want a really crisp coating.
Yeah. So now back to the flour.
Not back to the flour. Sorry, no.
Okay.
Just that. And then again, sometimes, I'm going to grab a rag, the magical rag.
Yeah.
Sometimes, again, with the potato, they get a little soft, so you might just want to reform them.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Give her, oh, I know you can do it. You're, like, exceptional at this. All right, just line them up on the other side. Even if we don't get them all done, if we get, like, 8 done.
Okay.
So
No
Patty's going to
problem.
put one of these in the fryer and see if it explodes. Because it might explode. Oh, no. I saved it with a little egg. Look, you've got it on. You could totally have another, not gonna have another career, but you could have a side hustle. A side hustle. All right, so what else do you want to talk about? New album.
New album.
Do you have a favorite song on the new album?
You know what? I don't.
You don't? Oh, what's the new album called?
The Prize.
The Prize.
The Prize is what it will be called.
And you shared
The Prize being the heart.
the heart. And you shared some artwork that was epic. It was
know,
amazing and beautiful.
Seriously,
So we're very looking forward to
I'm very
this.
lucky to have, very fortunate to have a girl that lives in my neighborhood by the name of Melissa Townsend, and she's a phenomenal artist. And you can, her website is Melissa Townsend Art. I believe.
Okay.
And,
Check her out.
Yeah, she's great. And you know, I asked her to do something for
Have a
me. I
free
told her
flower.
what it was,
Yeah.
and let her have free reign. And she painted me a beautiful, beautiful painting that will be my album cover.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm super excited about that. And I just didn't want to do the typical stand up and try to be cool look for my. this
Paul
album.
Lamb
Yeah.
with the
Serious.
guitar.
Do not
Serious
smile.
Paul Lamb.
Be cool.
It's so Corey Hart, right?
Corey Hart, yeah. That's right.
I
wear my
sunglasses at night so I can. I remember there was a birthday party. I don't know how old I was at the time. I was probably 10 or 12. I think every single girl at that birthday party gave me, I think I got 10 cassette tapes. Not even CDs,
Cassettes,
baby.
yes.
Cassette tapes of Corey Hart. Yeah, no, cool. Do you have
love Corey
questions?
Well, just people are giving gears. But
Who are they giving
no,
us
no,
gears?
Mia says tapas, not topless. Wink.
Miss Mia!
And then Ted says,
Oh my gosh,
I
this is my
hate it when
husband.
they get a little soft.
Ted.
Right? He always
Oh my
drops these
God,
little
my
lines.
husband. You can't take him anywhere, and that's why he doesn't come to Chit Chat Shop. Unless I'm not here. He was a guest once.
He was, it's great.
He was a great guest. What did they make on his episode? Bulgogi.
Oh yeah, we got Melissa Townsend. So Carolyn just,
Oh,
my wife, she shared the link.
Oh.
Miss Carolyn. I also worked with
Thank
Miss
you.
Carolyn.
What?
She's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
She's awesome.
She is. She's the
She
best
really
wife in
is.
the world.
Yeah. And she has the biggest smile.
She does.
I have actually, when we're done the episode, I'm going to find this picture. There's a picture on our Google Drive from one of the very first Kitchen Door events that happened. And she is on the St. Mary's Boat Club deck holding this big lobster with the biggest smile.
Really?
It's unbelievable.
That must
Yeah.
have been before me.
I don't know when you came into the picture, so I cannot comment on that.
Just joking.
All right, so they didn't actually, in
That's
the
so
end,
funny.
they didn't turn out too badly. So these are our, we're going to do two. Oh, look at you. Frying, look, look how consistent these are.
They've gotten bigger.
You are like, I know, but that's the double breading.
The double breading.
Double breading, you're adding like
Right.
all that thickness to it.
Yeah.
All right, so what else do we want to talk about? New album.
I think you should play something about once he's done.
He is totally going to
Yeah.
play. I know, but we're a little delayed because we're double breading.
Double breading
It takes
time.
time.
I didn't realize
That's
this.
right. Well, let's do 6. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your last one. Then you wash
Okay.
your hands,
Yep.
and we'll do your
Okay.
song. And Patty will plate these up, and we will share delicious tapas.
Okay.
And I really think you need a deep fat fryer.
Yeah, you know what?
Are you sure I couldn't like give you one? Because I have many.
Do you really?
I do. Would you
have
like
a spare one? Yeah.
Yeah, we have lots.
Oh no.
That might be a parting gift to Paul Lamb. Is a deep fat fryer.
Carolyn would say she wasn't allowed to come either because she makes inappropriate comments.
Oh.
Noah,
Noah. Hello,
Noah.
Mr. Noah.
he wants to know how long would it take to cook to do all this and cook all this?
Well, it really depends how many you're making. Like a batch of this, you could probably do in 40 minutes, depending on how quick your hands work. Yeah, no. And the thing about these croquettes, you could take them to this stage right here and just do a flash fry on them and have them available in your freezer. I mean, that's what a lot of our party food is.
Yep.
Is that we have our risotto croquettes. We could smoke salt cod fish cakes. All of those items you can make ahead of time and then just pull out for your party so that you're not frying the night of your party when you're having guests over. But yeah,
So just a little prep work.
just a little prep work.
If you never, Ivan Chan's here. He's probably never been to
Oh,
Ivan's
Ivan, do you like Chinese food?
Yes.
Okay, so Ivan Chan, who is going to come on Chit Chat Chop, yes you are, is the head chef owner of the Orient down on Bedford Highway. It's this little small seat restaurant, and he invited us at Kitchen Door. There was 8 of us that went from the team. Like, I'm talking authentic Chinese, like not your like chicken balls in
Right.
like glowing sauce. I'm talking like amazing Chinese, and we did an 13 course tasting.
No way. That sounds delicious.
Anyway, if you want authentic
We're good.
Chinese, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so you play. Okay,
What song is this?
Well, it's this song. This will be a song that will be
tell me about this
on
song.
my new album.
Share.
Well, it's a song. I wrote a few love songs on this album.
Love songs.
I know
You
a
big
couple.
mushy.
There's a little bit of everything, but there are a couple love songs that I wrote.
Okay.
And this one is one of them. It's called "Got You in My Arms,"
Okay.
and it goes like.
You do that. I'm gonna.
This.
There you go.
Remember back when we were young, we didn't care, we had so much fun, and the days went by so slow. A little low, little more, make your bed and sweep the floor, lock the house up as you go. We never thought we'd see the day, but bumps and bruises more slowly went away. I don't mind, no, I don't mind at all, 'cause it's alright. 'Cause at the end of the day, we're all trying to survive, and we'll find a way if we got love on our side. Listen to the words I told you, I got you in my arms to hold you now. I got you in my arms to hold you. I knew I loved you since we met, so we got married and I want to bet with the friends we made back then. We settled down, we worked our asses off in town, I ran that rat race until the end. We never thought our time would come, when bills and money would keep us on the run. But I don't mind, no, I don't mind at all, 'cause it's alright. 'Cause at the end of the day, we're all trying to survive, and we'll find a way if we got love on our side. Listen to the words I told you, I got you in my arms to hold you now. And it's alright, 'cause at the end of the day, we're just living our lives. No matter what they say, we got love on our side. Listen to the words I told you, I got you in my arms to hold you now. I got you in my arms to hold you now. Never thought we'd see the day when bumps and bruises just wouldn't go away. But I don't mind, no, I don't mind at all, 'cause it's alright. It's at the end of the day, we're all trying to survive, and we'll find a way if we got love on our side. Listen to the words I told you, I got you in my arms to hold you now. And it's alright, 'cause at the end of the day, we're just living our lives. No matter what they say, we got love on our side. Listen to the words I told you, I got you in my arms to hold you now. I got you in my arms to hold you now. Ooh. Listen to the words I told you, I got you in my arms to hold you now.
Wow! That was awesome! Oh my
Amazing.
gosh!
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing!
Thank you.
Amazing!
Thank you.
That was
It's a
awesome.
sweet love song.
Oh, well, you know what? Most sweet love songs are like slow, and that was like awesome. It had a
Yeah.
great, oh, it was awesome.
Thank
Great
you.
melody.
Thank you.
Don't bang your guitar.
I've never moved.
Yeah. Cool. Wasn't that amazing? I cannot wait for that album. I cannot wait.
Who's that song
Very
for?
excited. Hey, who's the song for? Who's the song for?
My wife.
Oh, yes, because she's
Carolyn.
amazing. She's amazing.
She is. She's
but
amazing.
look, okay, so look at the difference.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
That looks
Like,
beautiful. Look at the color.
look how well you did there. Beautiful
Beautiful.
color.
Temperature 375, was it, or 350?
350.
350.
350.
Okay.
350. All right, so we'll do these up after, maybe in the after show.
Okay.
But we're gonna plate these up. And you always need plating help, I always think. People need
Yeah.
plating help. No?
Yes.
You've got it down? Okay.
No, I need help.
You need help? Okay.
Always.
All right, so croquettes. We're gonna serve this with a marinara sauce. So we do an in-house marinara, but you could, if you really wanted to cheat, you could buy a really good jar of marinara, or if you have your own marinara,
Yep.
or any kind of tomato sauce, or like a tomato chutney. I have a little bit on the back burner. I'm just gonna heat her quickly.
Nice.
And then over here, we have salsa verde oil, which is our herbs and just olive oil. You can see they're all buzzed up in there.
Yeah.
We make these in huge batches, and again, we freeze it. So it's always available. So we're gonna go, woo, and we're gonna get super, like, look, oh my gosh, isn't that art?
It's art.
Art with oil and herbs, a la Patty and La Paul.
That could be my next album cover.
Totally, right here.
Right.
Shoo! And then you put these lovely, super light and delicate. So feel that, like it's super light,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, very thin.
Which
light.
is nice, thin.
Yeah.
So you can place them as artistically as you would like
Mm-hmm.
to. And then we'll just, yeah. And then we have 4 on the go, and you can see that cheese is melted right out.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get, because you can't just do it on the bottom.
Oh.
And imagine you, Chef Paul, having
Yeah.
friends over. You just walk out of the kitchen like
That's
this,
it. Bring it out.
and you put her down. And if you were like, ooh, Patty slid it on the plate, we're gonna slide it back. Of course, it's hot in here, so these have wilted a little bit, but a few little
So
pea
hot.
shoots. And there you go.
Nice.
Spring pea, parmesan, fresh mozzarella.
Beautiful.
All right, we're ready
Looks
to go
great.
on our tomato sauce.
Quick question. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on the air fryer? An air fryer. What are your thoughts on that?
I've never used one, so I don't know. They sound like a good idea, but I can't imagine that they would deep fry the same way. Like they wouldn't fully. I think for French fries and things, because I think they turn.
Some prepared things maybe, but
Not-
I would think that an air fryer would just is nothing more than a very small convection oven. Isn't that what it is?
Because Jess said.
I'm not really 100% sure, but
I'm not exactly sure.
Jess said.
You have an air fryer?
do you?
Are the potatoes crispy?
Oh, excellent. There you go.
Do they taste like deep fat fried though?
Yeah. Well,
See, yeah, she did. She hesitated. She's lying. It does not taste like deep fat French fries.
so great.
But they're still great.
Oh
It
yeah,
does-
she's a
it
little
works. I have
fit
friends of
person
mine-
over there that probably eats salad every day of life. No, they don't taste the same.
I have friends of mine who use them and said they liked it, but it can't do everything a
Patty
deep
made a
fryer can do.
mess. Patty made a mess. Oh,
And James.
Hello,
Patty's
James.
son,
Yeah.
plays a guitar and is fascinated by the 12 string. He
Ah.
asked a
oh,
question.
like he's
He said-
obsessed.
Yeah.
He said, what was the question again? The 2 strings, are they
There's
They play
six,
together, so how they
six sets of
work.
2, yes. It's the same as playing a 6 string. You play it exactly the same, only it's just a little bit harder because you're pressing on 2 strings at a time. But they are grouped in 6 pairs of 2, and the smaller, the one on top is the smaller, tuned an octave higher than the one below it.
Oh.
Each string, except for the B and the E strings are, both B strings are the same, both of the E strings are the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
He just learned last year. We started him on my acoustic,
Yeah.
but it was big. He's little, right? Well,
Yeah.
he's not that little. So then we got him an electric, which his teacher said
Yeah.
to do, which we did. So he's now rocked out the electric, and
Nice.
he loves it. He went down to the Halifax Library yesterday
Yeah.
and saw the new recording studios. Have you seen those?
No, I haven't.
They have 2 totally decked out recording studios that are free to use. Anybody, so you have to go and sign up for a half an hour orientation, which is free.
Wow.
And then you can book out any time and you can go in there and record, and then they have 6 iMacs that you can digitize on.
That's
It's
amazing.
unbelievable. Anyway, he just went
There's your new
through the
album.
roof. There's your new
Yeah.
album, Halifax Library,
That's
all
like
in.
$2 right there. If I had only known.
All right, so these are our 2 tapas. 2 tapas. We're using the same garnish, but I would usually be a little more inventive. There we
Beautiful,
go.
looks
All right,
beautiful.
you don't have to eat them now,
Yes.
even though you're, semi-keto.
All right, I'm
All
going
right,
to.
okay.
I'm going to dig
Try
in.
them. What do you think? Tell me what
All
you
right,
think.
I'm going to dig in. I got a spoon right
Dig in.
here.
No, just pick them up with your fingers, for God's
Oh,
sakes.
okay.
We're very informal here. at
All right,
Kitchen
that's
Dorothy,
what I'm going to do. Here we go.
There you go. I know
Dip,
they
dip.
did actually get
You
quite a
ready?
bit larger.
Right? Look.
Oh, that is all that yumminess.
Oh, seriously.
Aren't they good?
Decadent.
Decadent. I'm gonna try one too.
That's excellent. Seriously, folks, try
Look
that.
at it. The potato is like barely in there. It's all
Yeah,
cheese.
it's really good. Look at that.
It's really good. It is.
That's delicious.
Well done there, Chef Paul. Well done.
Wow.
Do you have a go-to tapa that you make when friends come over? Do you have one that's like, this is the killer, or do you always
Oh,
switch it
wow.
up?
No, I always switch it up. I've never made anything like this, really.
Oh, well, you need to make them for your next party.
Yeah, well,
And send me an invitation in the mail like Andy Fillmore did.
Andy,
Andy,
seriously, you stepped it up.
yeah, you call it
You said
good.
there's gonna be 12 songs. There's gonna be 13 songs in your new album. There's gonna be one to Patty, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be called the Andy. That's what it's gonna be called.
All right. So, anything else you want to say?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Try those.
Oh, I will say one thing. You might not know this because I've talked about this, but I assume you have. You do know this. Paul loves Chit Chat Chop. Do you love Chit Chat Chop?
I do.
Yeah. It
I
like
love it.
rocks, right?
It does rock.
And you love to cook. And you're like a personality. A little bit, actually a lot.
Sometimes.
It's a personality.
When I'm
And
asleep.
sometimes Patty, who works really hard, needs a break from Chit Chat Chop. So you're gonna come guest host, right?
Okay, I will do that.
You're gonna do that?
I would love to do that.
Okay. We're gonna like come up with Paul, Chef Paul,
Excellent.
guest hosting on Chit Chat Chop.
I would love to do that. That would
When
be-
you're, like,
that
not
would
so
be
busy.
Excellent. Yeah.
Right? When is
I'm
that
in.
gonna be?
I would love to do
Yeah.
that. Seriously.
Give us a thumbs up in the thing with the Patty and Paul show.
Patty and Paul show.
Patty and Paul
all
show.
the way. Patty and Paul, all the way. All right, so check out Paul Lamb. It's paullamlive.com.ca.
.com.
Paul Lamb Live. If you're in Newfoundland and you want to go see them, not many tickets left, get back and see them. Just, support. Support this very talented and amazing person, and make sure you watch Chit Chat Chop. What else do we have to say, Adam? Next week we have
Heather Butts.
Heather Butts from CTV.
Nice.
Super excited.
Yeah.
This is great.
The following week we have Allison Knott.
Thanks, yep.
Yes, I'm away on vacation, but our lovely resident chef Andrew Farrow will be in with,
Claudia Habib.
and then Claudia Beeb's coming up in September. We have Miss Universe Canada. We have the founders of Woozles in
Yeah, people
September.
from Surge Atlantic.
Surge Atlantic, this amazing business conference that is run by moi, him, and Miss Mia.
We
and
actually need music, so that's another conversation.
yeah,
we can
that's
have.
another conversation with you. Okay, just in case you didn't know about that.
Conversations. There's 3 conversations going on.
Anyway, everybody, thank you for tuning in to Chit Chat Chop. We love that you support us Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock. This one went a little over, but it was well worth it. Delicious food, amazing music,
And you're gonna
all
end
sorts
with,
of
you're gonna
talent.
end with a Corey Hart song, and you guys sing as we go up.
Corey Hart?
Yeah.
We've had a bunch of people here saying
Yeah,
they love
like
Corey
it.
Hart.
Oh,
Ready?
what are we going to sing?
3, 4. I'll wear my
Sunglasses at night so I can
deflect the heat.
Yeah, okay, see, I don't know.
of the kitchen.
That's better, that's way better.